It's HQLA. Yeah, Isaac has like a $800 microphone, and I currently have a $200 microphone. It's just how it's worked out tonight. So
You got to start somewhere, right?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. I've got a couple of little things to talk about here.
All right.
Yeah, and then I've got like a bit of content.
Yep.
And I'll like, because I've got more followers on my channel than HQLA, not to flex.
That's saying more about HQLA than your channel.
Yeah, I know. We've done well. We've done well on the content grind. To be fair, we've made more videos than I've ever made in my life.
True.
On HQ, we've got.
Well, you've posted more than you've ever posted. I
Yeah.
think you've made a lot of videos, right?
Yes. So we've got, I think, about 30 videos. This is very good.
This is great.
Actually, what I'm going to do right now... Oh, question for HQLA. I'm actually not going to do it because I'm going to read the question.
Okay.
Could answer this in the full podcast. Is this Clubhouse set up for future podcasts as well as just for this one?
Isaac, what do you reckon?
I think we are... I mean, we're doing well so far. I think we keep it going.
I reckon we do some live podcast recordings.
We do some live podcast recordings. That could be very cool. I'm actually jumping onto HQLA Instagram right now.
Okay.
For all the listeners, it's HQLA. ITS.
So it's HQLA?
Yeah, it's HQLA.
Just it's.
It's HQLA.
But not it's HQLA.
No. That's our competitor. It's HQLA. Welcome to HQLA episode 10.
Oh.
Where the cryptos beat the inflation, where Nathan beats getting fat, and where we discuss the most important thing of all, Clubhouse. We didn't discuss Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is where we are live. It's HQLA. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Instagram. It's HQLA. Pandora, Apple, Amazon, Alexa, Jeff Bezos's personal radio, and anywhere else that you'd really desire to, because we're trying our best. Actually, we're going to start a TikTok, so nobody take our handle. Yeah. That's good inspiration for me to jump onto TikTok right now and make an account.
Before Mateo does.
He's our one listener on. Shout out to Mateo. And I'd actually also like to say that this is the best. This is the one and only podcast. This is the podcast that is important. This is the podcast that's ethical.
Maybe this should. I feel like this should be episode 9.5.
9.5. This is episode 10, and we're not taking that back.
Oh.
So no, because now we got room to move 11 and 12.
Yes.
My name is Bert Ferguson, and I'm here with young and free drummer and serial entrepreneur, inventor of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. And
who's the person that you said?
Siri is currently talking. I think it thinks that I asked it a question. So that was good fun.
Really messed that up. Okay.
I didn't say hey Siri.
No, you didn't. It's like, have you seen the car reviews in the Mercedes where they can't say Mercedes in the reviews because otherwise the speech Mercedes thing comes up?
Yeah, that's a classic. All right, so Nathan, I want to talk to you about. Bert. I'm Bert.
You're Bert. Who is Bert?
I don't know. Okay.
Did you just come up with that name?
Yeah, you got to keep it free.
That's a good name. How did you do that?
Well, I like to think on the spot. I like to keep it happening.
It's crazy. I can't do that.
So I would like to talk about today.
Yeah.
I want to talk about cryptocurrency.
Okay. I've heard of it.
Something new and different. Now, last episode we talked about our crypto holdings.
Did we?
No, we didn't. But this episode we're going to talk about our crypto holdings. Last episode we talked briefly.
Don't try and trick me.
Last episode we briefly talked about crypto.
Yes, we did talk about it.
Now we're actually experiencing a bit of a dip. Do you have any words of wisdom for the those that have never gone through? Maybe they're just new to crypto.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't understand how a market works.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Listen, when it dips, it's just an opportunity for it to go up.
So Nathan, would you say to the listeners, BTFD?
Not with that language.
Yeah, would you say BTD?
Yes.
All right, very nice.
Yeah, I would just say, listen, don't look at it too much.
Yep. Yep.
And just do other things that you like doing, and don't don't get consumed in it. And listen, it's not for everyone. I was talking to someone last night who recently bought some crypto, and it said it was worrying him a bit. He bought Dogecoin or something, and I just said, listen, you know what? Maybe it's not for everyone. Buy something that doesn't make you stress. Yeah.
Every banker that I've talked to,
okay,
they're so boomer, but they call it doggy coin. It's so silly. Yeah, but they're not up with the times like the youths. So you know how it is. So I actually bought a little bit more Dogecoin.
Did you?
Okay. Pretty recently.
Okay.
A couple of days ago.
Right.
I actually got major FOMO. Not a good advice. Not a good piece of advice.
No.
Because it seldom works out for you.
True.
If you buy it too late and you jump in. So I had Dogecoin. I had about 6,000 Dogecoin, I think, at some point.
Okay.
And
that's a lot.
Yeah, but it was.
What's it like? 50 cents now?
Well, it was worth $500. So it would have been worth,
How much is a Dogecoin right now?
50 cents.
50
yeah,
cents.
so it would have been. It would
$3
have been.
grand.
Yeah, it would have been worth $3,000.
Wow.
So maybe I missed out a little. I don't know. But anyway,
wouldn't worry.
I spent $100 on 297 Dogecoins.
Okay.
A couple of days ago when it was 30 cents or so.
Right.
Made a 50% return
Awesome.
and sold it off today and bought the dip of Bitcoin. So it's at 70.
You're in Bitcoin now.
Well, I already was. I've been in Bitcoin
You're more.
for a while.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Get out of here. So
welcome to the party.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. So I used my 50% gain and I bought dip on Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's ready to go again, I reckon.
Yeah, so
we're off to 100 now, I reckon.
It was 71.5. I think it's around 69 at the moment.
Yeah.
And by the time we've put this little clip
it'll be 100.
It'll be $100,000. You'll
at least
you'll miss out.
Oh, that's not my phone.
A good your phone was already there.
My phone's there.
Here, I can pull it up.
Yeah, I was just gonna get a live.
I actually want to. Yeah, I want to get the live. I want to get the live price. Oh, so we're looking at 71.8. So
nice.
that's AUD.
Yes.
And Ethereum is currently at 2.
You still own that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got heaps of that.
Yeah, so 2.7K.
Yeah.
And
Ethereum's good.
And Dogecoin is 53 cents.
I don't think
53.6 cents.
I'm gonna say I don't think I'd ever buy Dogecoin. Just me.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's just too much of a hype. I don't know. Like I just don't. Yeah. Just don't conform to that, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. You gotta buy what you know, and you gotta buy the most rational and the best kind of choice. Because the thing about Dogecoin is they can print as much as they want.
Exactly.
They can keep and it's unlimited. So one thing that I actually do know about Doge, so this will be good content.
Here we go. Okay.
So
I don't. So
the guy that invented Dogecoin, I think it's around.
It's not Elon Musk.
No, it's well. It might be, but the amount that he tweets about it, I tell you what. He actually, but in a previous video we've made, I talked about this. He pushed it up from I think around a $200 million market cap to an $8 billion market cap. Elon did
over time.
Well, he
not
did
one
that,
tweet.
Well, he did that over a couple of tweets.
Okay.
Over like a week.
Wow.
So yeah, that was pretty nuts. But one thing I do know about Dogecoin is that the guy that made it, he actually. So what he did was he took the Bitcoin code, and he went and did a find and replace.
The old copy paste.
Yeah, he went and find and replace, and took Bitcoin and replaced it with Dogecoin.
Really?
Took mining and replaced it with digging, and took and one thing that's specifically different about Dogecoin. Yeah. He took there's a formula in the code which makes it harder and harder to mine Bitcoin as time goes on.
Yeah.
One thing that he did was that he limited how hard it is to mine Dogecoin, so that at a certain point you can have a computer that can mine 50 Dogecoin, and then the next day it can still mine 50, and the next day it can still mine 50.
Okay.
Whereas Bitcoin, obviously, you mine 1 Bitcoin, and then the next day you can mine 0.9 with the same amount of computing power, because it gets harder and harder to unlock Bitcoins. So So it's kind of an interesting fact. It's a differentiating feature. And, obviously that's a concern for a rational investor because the supply is unlimited, that means, because you can keep printing as much as you want.
So is Ethereum though, right?
Well, all right, so Ethereum's a little different because it's got it's not technically limited, but it's not technically unlimited either.
Okay.
So it's a bit more of a democracy in terms of how they expand the supply.
Mm-hmm.
So the creator has I don't actually 100% know how it works, but I think the creator has a bit of a democracy system.
Yeah.
And
I've seen that guy. He's pretty young, hey?
yeah, and you can choose to he can choose to expand it. He can probably just choose to expand it if he wants to or not.
Yes.
But
okay.
it's not in his interest to expand it
No.
like crazy either.
No,
So,
that's very true. I never really understood anything other than Bitcoin, and then now I think I've come around to understanding the purpose for Ethereum, and I like to purchase some. I don't think Bitcoin is better than Ethereum. I don't think Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. I think they serve like different purposes. Would you agree?
Ethereum is like a newer, faster, more advanced version, but it's not considered to be kind of a store of value, I think.
Yeah.
It's something that applications can be built on.
Correct.
So Visa actually built recently, this is a bit of crypto news for you.
Yeah.
Visa built they've got a US dollar coin, which is a US dollar as a cryptocurrency.
Who?
The US does.
Okay.
And Visa is using Ethereum, the blockchain, it's going to start using Ethereum, the blockchain. This is huge news.
Okay.
To clear
Does
transactions.
anyone else know this?
Well, it's
public knowledge.
Public knowledge.
Okay.
They're going to start using Ethereum, the blockchain, to clear transactions.
Yeah, cool.
And so Visa, who clear, $200 billion worth of transactions every day, are going to start clearing $200 billion of transactions using Ethereum. So
interesting.
So that's a really good use case for Ethereum. That's a really good reason to load up on it, I think. So
yeah. Well, I was there's just so many use cases for the smart contracts that you can put on top of the Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me. I was looking into a little bit about like Ethereum 2.0. Do you know much about this?
I don't know much about this.
Okay, so here's my.
I only know about Ethereum Classic.
Here's my understanding. So there's Ethereum and then there's Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0, the benefit, or not the benefit, the difference here is that it's proof of stake instead of proof of work. Have you heard of this before?
Proof of stake instead of proof of work. I have heard of this.
Okay, I'll explain. It's not that
I don't fully understand it. Yeah,
so proof of work is what we were talking about with Bitcoin. So this is miners who build these hectic machines or buy these hectic machines to try and solve these really hard algorithms, right? Heaps of computing power, and then to get a lot of Bitcoin, you have to have a lot of these machines, which we talked about on the podcast last episode. Means a lot of power, right? Which is bad for the environment. And you made the joke about how you can buy Tesla, but it's not that good for the environment because you're using all this power to generate the Bitcoin. Yeah,
someone pointed that out. I think a senator pointed that out. That Elon was actually hypocritical by making Bitcoin because for anyone that doesn't know, you can buy a Model S using Bitcoin.
Yes.
But obviously Bitcoin uses the same amount of fuel as a car to actually generate the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because you have to use so much
I don't
power.
know if it's
or some
uses,
amount.
Yeah,
it uses some amount. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's good. It's good. So that's proof of work, right? And that's how Ethereum is. Ethereum 2.0 is proof of stake. So then what that means is that you can become an Ethereum staker. And what that means is you have to take 32 Ethereum, which is a lot of money now.
Yeah, that's heaps.
So you have to have 32 Ethereum.
2,800 AUD.
Yeah.
I
don't know how much that is.
150 grand or something.
So 150 grand that you lock up and you put in like a staking account, and there's a bunch of like online interfaces that allow you to do that. Or you can purpose build a staking machine, right? So you can do one of either. If you do your own machine, it's interesting because it has to be running all the time. So the idea of it is, if you have a specific machine, it's still similar. It solves an algorithm, but the algorithm isn't as complex, and it doesn't fight to verify the block. So we talk about hash rates with Bitcoin, where we talked about Marathon 6.4% of the current hash rate, and so they're fighting with all the other miners to hash the Bitcoin and whatever, figure it out, right?
Yes, check out HQLA episode 9 for that one.
Yeah, we're referring to it a lot, which is good. So with staking, it's really interesting. It's it is a slightly randomized allocation of the person who what they call it. They don't call it mining. They call it. It's a different word. They call it a different word. Anyway, basically create the Bitcoin, right?
No, it's good.
Okay, so it's mostly random, and then it's also related to how long you've had your the algorithm that defines who's going to solve that block is slightly random, and also slightly related to how long they've had their coins and stuff in their staking account. Okay.
Yep.
So then you've got this computer, you've got a 32 Ethereum staked on the machine. And you have to have the machine running at all times. If you either verify it wrong, so try and scam the system, or if your machine goes offline, then they start, what do they call it? Can't remember the word. They essentially start taking some of that stake,
Yeah, wow.
the 32 Bitcoin,
Yep.
as punishment.
Wow.
Okay? And if you do, if it's so bad, if you turn your machine off or you try and completely hack the block or whatever, then they'll completely seize all of your 32 stake. Then, so you go, well, is the stake in there forever? No. So the thing is, we've got Ethereum that are proof of work. We've got Ethereum 2.0, which is proof of stake. And then sometime in 2022, they merge.
Right.
And this is called the docking.
Yeah.
Okay. And when that happens, that is when you can then get your stake back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Now, what I didn't mention is in the same way that when you mine, when you fulfill or verify a block, obviously with Ethereum, there are a lot more. It's not every 10 minutes. It's every, I don't know how often it is, but there's blocks are heaps.
Yes, I'm not sure. Yeah.
They're heaps quicker, which is what you're saying.
Yeah.
When you do that, you also get a reward. So you're getting these rewards, but they're unrealized until 2022 when the docking occurs. And so the two streams or whatever of Ethereum come together, docking, and then you're able to realize the gains that you made staking your Ethereum.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Interesting. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's
cool.
my explanation.
That's cool. So with the staking process, is that something where you're what benefit are you getting out of that? Sorry.
When you verify a block, you get a reward.
Oh yeah,
in the same way
so
that
you get
miners
some
do.
of that. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the incentive.
Yep.
You can use online,
And your staking machine is going towards verify. It's helping to verify each block.
correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So
Right.
in the same way,
That's great.
but there's not the you can't have 1,000 million machines and know that you're going to be able to have this more processing power because it's randomized, and because you have to have the 32 staked. Then it's it's proof of stake. And you can, if you don't want to have your own machine, then you can either join a staking pool.
That's cool.
So you can join a staking pool where you can put in one Ethereum, and depending on what percentage you put in of the full stake, you'll get those gains. And then the other thing is you can also, some websites allow you to realize your gains before 2022. So you can go in a pool, you can go in it for 6 months, realize whatever percentage of the reward, and you can take it early, basically, before the docking.
Yep.
So, yeah.
That's great.
Thanks.
That's a great fact. That's actually really cool.
Good.
That's so now we know a little bit more about Ethereum.
Yes. So I believe in it. I don't own any still.
Yeah.
But
you believe in it, and I own a lot more.
And you own heaps more.
You know
than
more
me.
about it than me. All right, so
that's only because this is all I did on Saturday.
Well, I only know about some of the platforms that have been built on it, but
Okay.
I'd love to go into further depth in a later episode. Yeah.
What's your intro?
Yeah. Well, I haven't thought of one.
What about
but
something about? Okay, this is inflation, everybody.
This is inflation.
Can we see price of this bread? $4.25.
That's from Harris Farm. That's pretty bougie bread.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, think about this. You were telling me the other day about haircuts.
Yes, I think this is the key sign of inflation. So I feel like when I was young, I used to go get a haircut, and it would cost me or my mum $20, or maybe less, maybe $15.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those ones in the shopping centre. Now you go to one of those ones in the shopping centre, and how much you paying?
Well, I think I don't know about the shopping centre, but I know that I paid $30 for a haircut about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I know that I pay it's $45 for a haircut, and at a pretty good place though. But at the same time, it's
I reckon I couldn't
inflation's-
find a haircut under $40. in a reasonable establishment.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking bougie,
Yeah.
like just a reasonable barber. We're talking about barbers here, not even like a hair salon. So I think, we reckon that's inflation. I think
Bread is inflation.
bread is inflated a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
The house market is inflating like nothing else.
I'll tell you something that's a good example of prices not moving. It's coffee. I think I've always thought this.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee is really hard to move the price on because you have a $5 latte, and every other place on the street has a $5 latte. If you make your latte $6, no one's coming to you.
Okay, so I've got one. So tea. Okay, so I'm a tea drinker. So I went to a cafe last week, and do you want to guess how much I paid for a takeaway?
No.
Takeaway, right? So sometimes if you go and sit in, they give you a jug, and you feel like you get 3 cups out of it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So this is takeaway. So it's 1 cup of black tea.
I've never...
No sugar, no milk.
I've never bought a tea when I'm like at a coffee shop.
Like, just guess. So you it's hot water in a tea bag.
All right. I guess $4.50.
$5.50.
$5.50. Okay.
$5.50.
Oh, and you got no milk.
No milk, no sugar.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Right.
It's hot water and a tea bag.
Yeah.
Well, probably some fancy leaves, but it has the same effect with the tea bag.
Yeah. I guess so.
So I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That's inflation.
Yeah. That is inflation. Did we get darker?
Yeah.
Why did we get darker? Are our lights going dim?
Yeah.
All right. This has been HQLA episode.
Wait, you haven't done the intro.
Yeah. No. All right. Let me.
Now we're dark.
Yeah. We're in the. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Just get up there. Just get right up there. It looks funny.
Yeah. Oh, we got a question from a caller.
Okay.
Another question for HQLA. If there is new people looking to get into crypto, how would they be able to invest in it?
Well, okay. Simply, I use an app called Binance, and they're pretty good. They've got some of the best fee structures. Coinbase went public recently. I was talking to a friend.
I think Coinbase is only in America, though, right?
Well, I was talking to a friend who used Coinbase, and they kind of trap you because you can put your money into Coinbase, but you can't get it out. You can't transfer from Bitcoin to AUD, but you can go AUD to Bitcoin.
Yep.
So I helped him transfer wallets.
Yeah.
So he transferred. You just taking a selfie there? What's going on?
I'm trying to make it bright.
We can see you, Isaac. You don't have to get that close. We can see you on the screen there.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I want.
So I helped him transfer his Bitcoin from there to Binance. So I think I like Binance. You've used something else previously, right?
I used BTC markets.
BTC.
I actually think I would recommend BTC.
Okay.
The reason that I don't use it anymore is because Binance is a cleaner app and BTC doesn't have an app.
Oh.
It's only only a web page.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see it. I wanted to be able to trade on my phone if I'm away for the weekend and it's like I don't have my computer.
Yeah.
And like Bitcoin has crashed Bitcoin went to $1 million and then it crashed to 900K. It's like, I want to be able to sell it before it's nothing, you know, or wanted to buy more or anything like that.
Yes.
So yeah,
in regards to like buying it, you just have to do it. Dollar cost averaging is a thing across a lot of investment strategies. It kind of takes the emotion out of it. So you just like you could buy a bit each week or something.
That's good general advice. Yes.
Yeah.
And non-financial general advice. So dollar cost averaging is always a great kind of vibe. It's emotionally better. Yeah. It's like research proven to be worse for your returns.
Yes.
So lump sum is, and I don't know exactly what research this is, but lump sum is typically better upfront. Yeah. Put all your money in and just like
you just need to believe in the asset. That's all.
But dollar cost averaging is better for your emotions and for feeling like you're buying the dip. You feel like you're buying the dip and you're buying each time. Yeah. So like,
well, it can like obviously the stats are like on average like. There's still a chance that you can do better. Like
If
it's going down, you can buy it as it goes down.
Obviously, there's a better chance that, there's a chance of beating the market, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can obviously do better, but
I would say buying it at a time like now is probably like my recommendation. Not saying that now is like a good time, but like a time like now where it's kind of like been sitting high for a few weeks and then it kind of drops.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity.
Yeah, I actually agree. Yeah. And I think one thing that I like to do with dollar cost averaging is to...
So you do it. You do it, do you?
Yeah, I do it.
Okay.
But that's because I make an income on a fortnightly basis.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like I don't want to just have all my income sitting in cash forever. So I actually do end up dollar cost averaging a lot.
Okay.
So
I can't relate.
Okay. Yeah, you just have huge clumps of money for some reason. But yes, that's for another episode. One thing that I like to do is I like to invest heavier. It's not exactly dollar cost averaging.
Yeah.
I invest heavier when it dips.
Yeah.
So all right, so instead of investing standard into your dollar cost averaging, what I like to do is instead of $2,000, I just save up to $5,000 and then when it dips, I do. So it's kind of lump summing it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where you draw the line. $5,000 to me is dollar cost averaging because I'm a baller. So yeah.
Jeez. Sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry. All right. All right. For our very last segment on this episode, because we're
so over time, but it's fun.
We're delving into a full.
We've got so much to do.
A full episode.
Oh, we've got visitors.
Stuff. We've got some visitors, so we're gonna end it up pretty soon. But one thing that she's shook. She's on camera. So one thing that will just be like 1 second. All right. I want to play a guessing game.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So I want you to guess the percentage increase in the last 28 days. So I'm looking at our YouTube analytics.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want you to guess the percentage increase of views that we've had in the last 4 weeks, last 28 days.
In the last 4 weeks, our views have increased by 50%.
They have increased. You were quite wrong. 286%.
Whoa!
So we're looking at.
Right.
So if we can do that every month. All right. Guess the figure. Like guess how many views we've got.
Okay.
Over the channel in the last 28 days.
In the last 28 days, total number of views.
Yeah.
Views. Okay. On the channel. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say. This is difficult. I'm gonna say 500.
It's 856.
Wow.
So we're doing a little better than you think, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty low expectations there.
All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, but it's kind of good. All right.
No, it is good.
All right. We're gonna go into. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
One of our listeners have sent us a.
Our listener.
Our listener has sent us a. If we would have had more listeners if we stayed on the.
Should we get
original
Matteo
Clubhouse.
on? I think Matteo should come on for a segment at some point.
I think so. We'll talk. I like talking video production, so we can do that for a segment.
Yeah, you guys can do that.
Can you type back how many % of views has increased? Just want to put it on the media release. I'll type back. Okay. 286, Matteo.
He can hear this though.
Yeah, but he just forgot, I guess.
Oh, okay. 286, Matteo.
Can you guess our...
The camera just died.
That's all right. We'll get some filler footage. Our demographics have changed in the last 20 days since I sent them to you.
Isaac's addicted. We can't get him off the mic.
All right, can you get... Sorry. Apologies for this great content, is what I'll say. All right, can you guess our top geographical locations?
South Korea.
Well, that's one of them, but can you guess what...
That's
what
where we need to pump it in South Korea.
What percentage of our listeners are from South Korea?
I want to go and do a tour in South Korea.
What percentage of our... Yeah, I want to too.
You what?
What percentage of our...
What did you just say?
I want to also.
No, you didn't.
I said one. I want to too. I want to too.
What percentage is South Korean?
Yeah, what percentage?
8.
Matteo said 38. I mean, our listener said 38.
8%.
It was 2.3.
Oh,
so
what's the rest? Is it US?
Our views in Australia are 5.1%.
Oh.
Guess our United States views.
80%.
48%.
What the heck? What's the rest of it?
Well, it just says other, so I need to. I've got to jump on a computer to look at our proper
true.
analytics.
Wow, so almost 50% US.
Yeah.
These Americans, they just got around the YouTube channels.
Yeah, they love the Aussie accent.
Seriously. Oh, that's true. That could go well.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
I would say that's a good thing, but it's 100% males, which is good. It's who we're targeting, I guess.
What is it?
Well, it's 100% males. Can you guess our
100% males?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you guess our top?
Demographic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here's an interesting one.
Okay.
All right. Can you guess our top external source from not YouTube?
Whoa! I didn't know you could get this.
Yeah.
Oh. Our top. I don't even know. Okay. Reddit.
No, it's no one's posted our link on Reddit, unfortunately. It is Mateo's. I mean, our listener said Facebook clips. And it's going to be so funny how many times I said Mateo, our listener. It's actually Instagram. 54% came from Instagram.
Okay.
16.7. Here's what really surprised me. 16.7% came from Yahoo search.
Yahoo? Who's using that?
Well, I didn't know.
South Koreans.
16% of our listeners are. Yeah, 2.3% of
Yahoo.
Of
maybe Yahoo's a thing in the US.
Yeah, it must be more of a thing. So
okay.
Yes. One thing that I'm impressed with. All right, can you guess how many hours people have watched our content for in the last 28 days?
640.
Whoa, well, that's a way higher guess. It's 68, but
sorry.
All right,
I messed that one up.
And we've added 9 subscribers in the last 28 days. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe.
Yes.
Leave a comment, rate us on Apple Podcast, and make sure to like on Spotify. Thanks.
Thank you.
And this has been HQLA episode 10.
Yes.
Not 9.5.
Okay.
Not 8.5.
All right.
Not 11. It's been 10.
I guess.
All right. All right.